Senator Ríordain.
And again, I want to welcome the Taoiseach to the House, and in fairness to the leader, Senator Buttimer, I think it is incumbent on us in this House to work together to try and solve problems. And I wanted to raise a few of them with you today, Taoiseach, in my short contribution. But myself and Senator Aodhán are working in the drugs area, and we want to get good engagement with Minister Byrne, myself, and Senator Kelleher and Senator McLaughlin are working on a traveller ethnicity issue, and we hope to get good cooperation from Minister Stanton. But I have to ask you, Taoiseach, on the issue of direct provision, and what my contribution to solely be on the issue of direct provision. Because in this House, when I was Minister of State, there was uniformity of opinion on the issue of direct provision, and I see Senator Conway in front of me here who was one of the most vocal on it. And we came to speak with one voice on the need for action on it. A report was commissioned. Myself and Minister Fitzgerald at the time worked very hard to commission that report. We worked to implement that report. It was said on national radio last week that of the 2,000 people in direct provision over 5 years, as a result of that report, as a direct result of that report, 1,500 are no longer in direct provision, which is a good day's work. However, the programme for government, the draft programme for government that was released, had within that programme for government a commitment to implement the McMahon report, which took 9 months to get together. It was NGOs and department officials. So when it was signed off upon, the assumption was that it would be implemented. Now, to my horror and to other people's horror, Taoiseach, that very sentence, the implementation of the McMahon report, was dropped from the actual programme for government. So what I'm asking you, because of the nature of the vulnerability of the families and children that are living in direct provision, Taoiseach, is that we just implement that report. We're not asking for a new report. We're not asking for action to be taken which hasn't been already cited. We're asking that the report that was commissioned by the departments, which department officials from many different departments and NGOs, in good faith, which has been published and was being implemented, that commitment is given from you, because the Minister of State was here and wasn't in a position to give the commitment that it would be implemented. The Minister for Justice is not in a position to say that she will implement it. I would love if you could stand here today in this House and tell the members here who all collectively, cross-party, this is not a divisive issue in this House, are committed to the implementation of that report, because you stood as a proud Irishman, Taoiseach, and you, in a tearful way, spoke of the issue of the Magdalene women. And you were commended, and I commended you for that, and we all did, because it was an emotional day for everybody in the Oireachtas. But there will be a Taoiseach in 20 or 30 years' time, I'm fully convinced, who will have to make a similar apology over the issue of direct provision. It is in your gift, Taoiseach, today in this House, to stand in front of us as a collective and say, I, as Taoiseach, will oversee or ensure that the McMahon report will be implemented.
Thank you.